Narco Gang, we back with another banging video. If y'all not subscribed to the channel, y'all already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to be notified for everything that we drop. The goal is 500 subscribers. I appreciate everybody for stopping by and hitting that red button. Go ahead and run that thing up for me. Today's video is about the former Secretary of the United States, Henry, I think it's his name, Henry, let me make sure, I don't want to say his name wrong. Henry A. Kissinger, alright, Henry Kissinger. I'm sure y'all know who he is. Y'all don't. He was a former Secretary of State, or is it the Secretary of State, right? Yeah, Secretary of State. And he made a couple remarks about Ukraine and the war with Russia. So let's get into this video. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, because this got real eerie. Like, I don't know, he said some shit that made people look at him a little, you know what I'm saying, a little sideways. Like, come on, bro. You supposed to be part of NATO. You from Germany, bro. Come on now.
Former U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger is drawing major backlash from remarks that he made about Ukraine at the World Economic Forum. Kissinger suggested that Ukraine cede territory to make peace with Ukraine.
If y'all don't know what that means pretty much give up territory to Russia. So he's trying to say Ukraine should go ahead and give up territory to Russia, which could be a chess move. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, this is real life and this is war. You know what I'm saying? This is a chess game being played. So him giving up parts of Ukraine to Russia, it could be what leads to ending the war with Russia. You know what I'm saying? So, and it might not even be that serious. You might, you know, give them Crimea, you know what I'm saying, little places, you know what I'm saying, that really don't matter, a little Chernobyl area, you know what I'm saying, they already didn't got control over it, might as well just let them have it instead of fighting back. That's pretty much what he's trying to say. But I think it's a good idea if you want to stop the war. Yeah, if you don't want no bombs drop, none of that, this is a good idea. Anything else other than this is going to lead to catastrophic consequences.
Russia. But Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky also addressed the gathering and said that Ukraine is fighting to reclaim, quote, all of its territories. NBC News senior international correspondent Keir Simmons joins us now from Davos, Switzerland. Keir, it's great to see you. First off, can you just give us some context here? I mean, what more did the former secretary say about this war, and really how were those comments received?
Morgan, Henry Kissinger said that Ukraine should not be trying to deliver a crushing blow against Russia. He said that Ukraine should be prepared to give up territory and warned that if Ukraine is not prepared to do that, what he said would play out would be upheavals and tensions. And I think in that...
And I agree 1,000%, because you got to understand, Putin's mission was to demilitarize Ukraine. Now, if you understand it, if y'all go with Kissinger's plan, which is pretty much give him the area, like give up some areas, it could give off the illusion as if they're not trying to fight and they're gonna demilitarize. Like what's worse? I mean, what's worse, getting rid of your guns or getting rid of your land? You know what I'm saying? Like either way, it's equally just as bad. So I see where Kissinger is going, but I'd rather have my guns and a little bit of land. So I see what Kissinger is going. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to give up his guns. He don't want to give up his tanks. He don't want to give up the artillery, but he'll give up the land. Now, is it important land? I don't think it's important land, or land that's very, you know what I'm saying, useful to Ukraine and the war that it's doing. So I think it's a good chess move.
He is referring, for example, to the real concern now of famine, of starvation around the world because of Ukraine's role and Russia's role in supplying food to many parts of the world. North Africa.
Yeah, because I ain't paying $5 for gas, bro. I can't keep doing this, bro. I drive a Mercedes. My gas is 93. I got to pay $5 for gas. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm tired of that shit, bro.
For example, what the effect of that could be, and again, this is then going to put pressure back on the Europeans, could be large-scale migration, revolution, change in countries, upheaval, that upheaval word again that Henry Kissinger used. What he was trying to unpick, I think, was that we are at a crunch point when it comes to the Ukraine conflict. It didn't go down well, particularly with the Ukrainians, who were frankly furious that he would suggest that basically, as they see it, they should give up. What the Ukrainians, Morgan, are saying and I've spoken to many here in Davos at this World Economic Forum, what they are saying is that we will not give up until we push Russia back out of every inch of our territory, even Crimea. And I think...
And that right there, see, Zelensky, and that was said by Zelensky. If y'all don't know who Zelensky is, that's the president of Ukraine. He pretty much saying that he don't want to do what Kissinger said. He'd rather fight back until pretty much it ain't nothing left to fight for, which is ridiculous if you ask me. Like, really, it's not even that big of a deal. Like, this is more of a, this war is not even that, it's not that, I'm just a citizen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a part of the government, so I don't know exactly what they got going on behind the scenes. But from what I can see, it's a pointless war. It's a war about people trying to drop they nuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? We giving Ukraine weapons and shit. We wasn't supposed to do that. That was a move that the United States did to pretty much drop their nuts on Russia. So Russia like, y'all want to drop y'all nuts? We'll drop ours. You know what I'm saying? So they started bombing Ukraine and said they want to demilitarize it. So really, it's just pointless. This is a pointless war. It doesn't have anything to do with anything unless y'all want to take it to where, you know what I'm saying, United States is trying to start catastrophic situations by undermining Russia in the first place. Like what is their goal with trying to get Ukraine in NATO? Are they trying to take over? You know what I'm saying? Are they trying to y'all get what I'm going? Like, it's, y'all really got to think about it. It could be pointless, or it could just be United States and NATO really trying to dig into Russia, like for real. They're really trying to take over Russia on the low. Like, this is more like a sneak takeover, pretty much.
It's sobering because, of course, the West is backing Ukraine. That is the message Ukraine is sending. Meanwhile, President Putin is clearly determined not to bend either.
You mentioned Ukrainians, but what about President Zelensky? I mean, he also addressed the World Economic Forum this morning, and he seemed to almost have the opposite message as Kissinger. What did he say?
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. I mean, he did have the opposite message. Listen, the thing about President Zelensky, the thing to remember is that he has a parliament. Ukraine is a democracy. So he has to sell any deal that he might do with the Russians to his own people, to his own parliamentarians, to opposition parties in Ukraine. So you heard President Zelensky delivering that same message. We are determined to push the Russians out. On the ground, Morgan, it's clearly turning into a bitter battle that could go on for a very long time. And just think again about what I mentioned, that potential for serious food shortages in parts of the world. That gets more severe as the months go ahead. Think about this too, the midterms ahead in the US. Will that see a political upheaval? Questions about how long Europe can keep its unity, how long America will stay focused on this issue. Those are burning questions if what we're talking about is a conflict that runs, as Courtney suggested, for months, maybe even for years.
All right, Narco Gang, that's the end of this video. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Do y'all think Ukraine should give up parts of Ukraine to Russia, or y'all think they should fight to the end like Zelensky's saying? I don't know, man. This is the turning point. This is the turning point, because whatever happens after this is gonna decide our fate of the world, like how our society is gonna be ran. Sorry about that, y'all. So y'all gotta really see, this is where all the voting and everything, like they want us to vote and all this, but then they do this type of stuff behind the scenes. It's like it doesn't even matter, because now they're changing laws anyway, and we don't have anything to say about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about annexing taxes and shit, and people pulling out of World Trade organizations. It's like, now either way things are gonna go how they want it to go. So I don't know, bro. It just is all a mix up to me. And if this go left, we could possibly be in World War III. Like if Zelensky says he wants to fight into the end, that's exactly what that means, bro. He gonna fight to the end. So let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe button, Narco Gang. We out this thing. Peace.